Hello there, my darlings. It's Zelda, and welcome to the House of Zelda. Today is Saturday, the 29th of 2025, and I was getting ready to take out my brand new deck of cards that Miss Debbie got me as a gift, and I want to thank you so much if you're watching this. And I want to show you how I literally just start breaking in a new deck of cards. This one deck, I'm not going to retire, but I will allow it to rest for a little while, and that means someone else has to step in. Miss Debbie saw that and actually purchased me this beautiful bicycle anniversary, 140 years anniversary playing cards from Bicycle. I love Bicycle. They make good quality cards. So this is what I do. So I've taken these out of the box, and by the way, I will keep the box. And I will keep them in there as long as I can. Now, my other deck of cards, you can see, they're getting well worn, and you know, and they tend to, I don't want to say swell, okay, but they just tend to get broken in. It's the same deck of cards, seriously, and look at the difference. You see that? So there will be a day that I won't be able to keep these cards in the box any longer, and that's okay. It happens with tarot as well. We're going to set this to the side. So what I do, and I like to look at the Joker cards. Now these are really cute. I like these, and it's all about the anniversary. Just love it. And of course that's their trademark. But I'm going to pick that out. But you see, they're a commemorative card. I like it. They're beautiful. So what I do, and I started shuffling them, that's why you see a few of these out of order. Let's take a look at the king. Yeah, look what he's doing. All in the name of love, right? So there we are. Now, there is the spade, the ace of spades. Nice little logo on the ace of spades. So I'm just going to go through here. You all know what a deck of cards look like. That's what I was looking for, was that other joker. So here's what I do. I take out the jokers. The one that is in color is always the most severe for me. I'm just going to say that. But definitely you can tell the difference. Even in black and white film, you could tell the difference between these. So I will definitely make sure to note which one is which. This one means that there is something that is hidden deep down inside, tucked away, could be part of a conspiracy, could be part of, oh, I don't know, something that was done. This one is all about hiding something, maybe as, I don't know, a diary, maybe something like that, maybe something hidden, maybe keeping a secret. So those there. Now, what I like to do is I like to start shuffling. And this is what I do. I shuffle overhand, and frankly, I never, now some people do it like this or like this. I don't. It's too severe for me. Oh, look. There you go. That's the luck today, my darlings. And guess why? Because Mercury has gone direct today. Do you feel the energy just sort of kind of lift? I have. Almost made me tired in a way. I don't know. This one was kind of brutal, and especially this past week. But there you go. There's the yes card. The dreams come true, the wish fulfilled. Yes. So make a wish upon that right now. And there, that one is a lump sum of money. Can be an inheritance, can be a lump sum of, I don't know, can be an annuity, can be government money, many other things in that particular card. That's for another video. So here we are. So I shuffle and I let them feel my energy as well. So I feel the energy. I don't like to do these big severe shuffles. I don't know how they do it, where the cards just fly out. Bless them. I can't do that. My cards would be across the room. I like to keep the cards contained close by. So not only they feel safe, but I feel safe too. Why do I say they? Well, it's not that this has a soul or anything, but it has energy. And that's exactly what I want it to start picking up and absorbing. So here's what I do. I put them out like this, and then I might take some like this, and I might take some like this, and I just really mix them up good. Now here's the thing. I don't do this, okay? Because that scatters the energy from the cards for me. Now you can do whatever you like, okay? And then I'm going to put them face up. And I'm going to see how they're shuffling. Look at that. Oh, hey, if things don't work out, Vegas is on my, no, it's okay. So you see, so I still need to do a lot of shuffling because they still need to be really, really intermixed. So I will continue to shuffle, and that's how I break them in. Now, the one thing I don't do, remember the old game in school or wherever it was, 52 pickup, where somebody would just like, and oh my, I mean, it's kind of funny now, but hey, sometimes I'll spill cards and it still feels like 52 pickup. So I just will start gingerly putting them in there together. Now, when I'm totally done, that's when I will take the jokers and insert them in there like this, and then continue to shuffle, because I don't want them coming out together unless the energy calls for that. Okay, so now we're just going to go through once again, piles, and we just keep working through them. Now sometimes I'll take 2 or 3 days and do this, maybe for 15 or 20 minutes per time. And then I let them alone, and when I let them alone, I put the jokers back in, and I'll place them back in the box. And that's the way it is. So there we go. Now I'm going to show you a little trick, but here's the thing. Once you start reading with a deck of playing cards, you can't play games with them. And vice versa. If you use a deck of cards to play games, and you decide all of a sudden you want the answer for a question, it's not going to work out. It may seem like it will, but it's not going to give you a true meaning. But for those of you who have a brand new deck of cards, and my darlings, you can really get a deck of cards at your local pharmacy for little or nothing, less than a Starbucks, right? If you drink Starbucks. So here's what we'll do. Now, the one thing I want you to know is I never do, I say I never, sometimes I do, I catch myself, but I don't flip the cards over. Oh, look at this, we've got the 9 of Hearts again. That's amazing. And what I was going to say is, if you're asking a yes or no question, if the 9 of Hearts comes up first, it's a yes. If the 10 of Spades comes up, it's a no. If they come up side by side, it's a maybe. So whatever you're asking, it's a yes, okay? So we're going to put this back in here, but I'm going to show that. Now, the reason I don't flip them over like this is because, to me, that scatters the energy. This works a lot better for me. Because the one thing you want to do is start going through, and I do that sometimes, and start really flipping them quickly. Be careful of that. And I'm doing that for demonstration purposes only because, well, I want you to show, I want to show you a few little things that I do when I'm introducing a new deck of cards, because frankly, this deck of cards probably thought that it was going to a house to play gin rummy or euchre or spades or whatever the case may be, even go fish, could be anything. But you want to make sure that the energy remains in your card. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay, so this is what I was going to say. Ask a question, and if you want the answer, what you do is I always cut the deck, and then 2 things. You can either measure it by the 9 coming out first, the 9 of Hearts, or the 10 of Spades coming out first, or you can count. If the 9 of Hearts comes out on an even card, it's a yes. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually a no. So that came out no. and it was an odd number. So that's a no. So that's how you do it. But I don't count like that. It's just for me, I always just do the, let's see what comes out first. And that's how I do it. If I want a quick answer, and then when we get that quick answer, I'm going to show you what happens when we do. Lots of energy already in the cards. Do you see what they're doing? It's like getting a horse out in spring. Okay, now it's a no. Let's see what the next card is. This would be a gamble. This card is your no. So let's see, why is it a no? Then we go through all these cards right here and we see that there needs to be a little bit more progression here. And actually, that is my significator card. I don't read for myself, but if I were, that is a water sign woman. For me, it is a Pisces. So basically the answer is no to my question. I don't even know what my question was, but the three cards here tell me that I've got to make a little bit more progress at work, or I've got to make a little bit more progress with my project before that will come through. Is it a gamble? Yes. Is it a small win? Yes. It's not a casino gamble, but it is a small win. Basically, it's up to me to be able to move over that mountain. Just go for it. So I wanted to kind of break the monotony today. Wanted to just kind of give you a little backstory on what I do and how I do it. And thanks to Debbie, I got a new deck of cards. And it's not like I don't have any other playing cards. I do. But you know, it's just like a nice pair of earrings. Can you ever have too many pair? So now I think they're pretty well mingled. Now, my decision, the next thing is going to be this. These are plastic coated. And what I like to do is many times, and I'm going to show you. Let me get a pen. Let me get a pen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little mark right here. And I'm going to see if that mark stays. You see that little dot? You see that little dot? Well, I need to let it dry, but it will stay. These are plastic coated. I'm going to tell you this. Now I have a teaching deck. And this teaching deck, I want to show you. Now I don't write on these, but look, you see how worn these are? They started out this color. So I've used these quite a while, but this is a teaching deck because, well, I used to give classes online. So when I read with these, I write sometimes just hints of the meaning. Now, do I do that for myself? No. But I do that for the sake of my cards. Because each card, I know, Zelda, get the straitjacket, but no, I'm telling you, it works. Each card needs to know their properties. Each card needs to know what they're all about and why. And sometimes when I get a new deck of cards, now many times I don't, but I'm going to decide if I want to just put a couple of little notations on here. Since it's a brand new deck and it's a anniversary edition, I might just do it. Now the hidden deck is the only deck. Let me show you that one. If I can find that one very quickly, I think I can. The hidden deck, you've seen this one before. I've actually written the hidden ebook on how to read the hidden cards. These have some little really goofy meanings in them, and they're a little on the darker side. I like this, but these cards have different meanings to them as far as I'm concerned. And look at this Joker. That's pretty dire straits, isn't it? If you'd like to know about the hidden deck and the difference in the meanings between these and this, I have that ebook available. I will leave a link in the description for the shop and one at the end of this video. But that's the hidden deck. But a teaching deck, and quite frankly, I read so much during the day. Sometimes I use these because, well, my mind goes a little blank, right? Sometimes the readings come back to back, and I don't have time to take a breath. So the cards actually teach me. So you're working hand in hand. This isn't a tool. It's a partner that you're reading with. It's a partner in energy. It is a collaboration with you, you see? So when I was giving classes online, I would lay out these cards and show that when you have two cards together like this, how the meanings can morph together and just blend together. Now, I'm a tarot reader and I'm a tarot teacher, but I learned on the cartomancy deck. And for me personally, I get more out of a cartomancy sometimes than I do a tarot. But that doesn't surprise me because the tarot deck actually came from the playing card deck. So don't let anybody tell you it's of the devil, okay? Because then when they go home and they play poker or they play spades, they're playing with the same cards that hosted the tarot deck. Get it? But it's beyond a tool. I don't even like to say the tools of the trade. It's not. These are your partners. This will stick with you for a while. The more you read with them, and you see they're well used, but the more you use them, the better meanings they get. Look at that spade, how beautiful it is. But the better meanings that you get, that's a beautiful one. This is actually not a bicycle deck. This is one deck of a trilogy of 3 that is from the Elephant playing card company, and this is the medieval deck. They're kind of expensive. So it's okay though, because you know what? You invest in these and they last you a very long time. I've had these for years, and you just have to take care of them. Look at that joker. See? There's hidden things, hidden secrets, and then there's the other one. There he is. Right? The gargoyles, the Gryffindors, the whatever you want to call them. Surprising revelations. So there you are, my darlings. I wanted to share today with you. Thank you again, darling Debbie, for these cards and for being so thoughtful and thinking about me. Thank you, thank you. I wanted to show that with you. Now, don't forget to join me tonight, Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's my family fundraiser. And also, we're going to have a good time, and we might even have a little giveaway. Hang out, hang out. So thanks a lot, my darlings, for allowing me to come with you today. And I hope this has helped you and maybe given you a little more information in your card reading journey these days. So thank you so much for being here. I got a little bit more work to do with these. You know, I need to be shuffling them a little bit more. But I appreciate you. You see how they're still 6, 7, 8, and 9 together? So yeah, you go through there and you just kind of pick them out and move them around and, you know, let them know they have a home. Okay, Zelda. Thanks a lot, my darlings, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.